And welcome everybody to tonight's basketball game as the varsity, the highlight of the evening, I'll call it the nightcap of the evening, as the Southern Nash Firebirds host the JF Webb Warriors. Now, Firebirds come in tonight 9-2 overall, 4-0 in their conference play, as the Warriors from JF Webb come in 6-8 overall and 1-3 in their own conference. And as they announce the starting lineups now for the JF Webb Warriors, a couple of changes since the last time we were with you. Jackson Vick has now left the Southern Nash team and is at NC State. But we have all right, welcome back, everybody, live. Sorry about that. Apparently, when they were trying to do the spotlight for the live introductions, they actually cut the power by accident. Had some students working the lights back there and cut the power, and we actually could not even hold the introductions with the spotlight, so not sure what happened, but obviously play has been underway. We're almost 2 minutes into the game. Firebirds leading early 7-2. As you see, TJ Tabron convert on the second of his 2 free throw attempts to make it 8-2. And Tabron with the dunk. And now a 10-2 lead. Great hustle there by Landon Baker. To deflect that pass out of bounds. And a couple of pregame things we got to get underway here. Tonight's game is sponsored by Baker Professional Services. And also brought to you by Vandermark Sod Farms. We'll have more on those sponsors later in the game. Catch up on a little scoring. Vaughn Witt, who is the newest addition to the Firebird lineup, scored the first basket of the game. Jordan Vick then added the next 5. And, of course, then you saw TJ Tabron come in with his made free throw and the dunk to take you to the Firebird score of 10. Jeremy Johnson from JF Webb has their lone basket of 2. And that brings your scoring up to date. Full court pressure there by the Firebirds, broken nicely by the Warriors. And a foul is going to be called on TJ Tabron. That's his first foul of the night. As Javon Bullock forces everyone off their feet, then able to hit on the 4-foot jumper. Nice up and under by Vaughn Witt. Can't get it to go. And it's going to be out of bounds off the Warriors. Ball will belong to the Firebirds on their baseline. Just swinging into the 5-second call to Landon Baker. Will take it back out top to Jordan Vick. Will try to create some space, can't get it done. Dish it off to Tabron. Will look to go all the way in. The nice curl, can't get the layup to fall. And the Warriors come away with the rebound. Trailing by 6 and looking to close the gap on the Firebirds. Nearly lost. Rebounded by Vaughn Witt. And he'll have it tapped away out of bounds. It will be Firebird basketball. Zyson White and Traylon Mitchell check into the game for their first appearances tonight. Subbing for starters Landon Baker and Brock Alford. Vick for three. That's going to be over the mark. It's going to be off the Warriors. It'll still be Firebird basketball. 4:10 remaining in the first period. Firebirds lead 10-4. Tabron will find Vick over on the baseline. He'll pull up for three. That's not going to go. Finally rebounded by the Warriors. Will come away with it. That should have been a travel, and that's going to be the call. Can't roll over on the ground. Firebirds wanted a double dribble back in the backcourt. Didn't get that call. Eventually the turnover did occur. As it is once again Southern Nash basketball. And the floater from Witt doesn't go. Rebounded by Tabron, back out to Jordan Vick, who catches the quick double team. Back into Trey Mitchell, who'll take it all the way, and he's going to draw the foul. And junior Trey Mitchell will go to the line to shoot two with 3:21 remaining in the first period, and the Firebirds leading 10-4 over the JF Webb Warriors. And Mitchell good on the first free throw attempt. As more subs for the Firebirds as Leo Jones and Kahari Caudill check in. As timeout is going to be called on the floor, and with that, once again, tonight's game is brought to you by Vandermark Sod Farms. They are a year-round family natural grass operation serving central and eastern North Carolina. Vandermark's mission has always been to be a premier provider of natural grass and sod products to help the landscape industry, athletic fields, and commercial developments. They grow, harvest, and deliver 6 types of natural grass. Growing grass can not only be rewarding, it can also be fun and satisfying. Contact Vandermark Farms at 252-437-1501 for your natural grass needs today. So the second of 2 free throw attempts now coming for Trey Mitchell. And that one's going to be off the mark, and the Firebird lead will remain at 7 with 3:18 remaining in the first period. And a block dunk. My goodness. White for 3, can't get it to fall. Fast break opportunity. Can't get the handle on the ball, taken away by Caudill. Finally picked up and put back in by Javon Bullock of the Warriors. And that cuts the Firebird lead to 5. I couldn't tell if that was Jordan Vick or Trey Mitchell on the block dunk. And that's going to be thrown away, picked up by White, who'll have it taken away from him, which goes to an easy basket for Cameron Wilkerson. Lead back to 5 for the Firebirds. White for the long 3 is off the front of the rim, picked up by the Warriors. And that'll take us back to their end of the court. And a bad pass tipped away, picking up by White, but then tapped out of bounds by the Warriors. And it'll be Southern Nash basketball on the sidelines right in front of the student section. As Thomas Copeland has now checked into the game. Scramble for the ball, still loose. Mitchell comes away with it. Still loose. Eventually, the Warriors come away. Fast break opportunity. And a block is going to be called against the Firebirds. I think that foul is going to be against I believe that foul was against Kahari Caudle. And Elijah Rogers able to convert on the first of his 2 free throw opportunities. And he makes good on both. And that cuts the Firebird lead to 3 with 1:42 remaining in the first period. Nearly tipped away. Copeland back out to White. They're kind of stuck on that one side of the court as Vice on White will bring it around to square things back up. It's going to be a reach foul called here on Elijah Rogers. Copeland again will take things all the way, not able to convert. It's going to be rebounded by the Warriors, but not before a foul is called on Kahari Caudle. I believe that is his second foul. And that'll bring Kahari back to the bench as TJ Tabron checks back in. The long three won't go, rebounded by Tabron. Will come out with it. And he'll find Trey Mitchell in transition. He'll have his shot blocked. Tabron will come up with it. The quick hands. As a little scuffle breaks out, technical fouls will be called. A little pushing and shoving down low. TJ Tabron looked like he stayed out of it. It involved Bo Burnett, who had a shove on Tabron, and it looked like Copeland came in to defend his teammate. It looks like there is going to be a double technical foul. I'm not sure if he called that tech on Tabron, who looked to have just kind of stood by and let things unfold. Copeland came in to assist his teammate, which I can't really fault him for that. But there was some shoving going on from Bo Burnett. We seem to have lost our table announcer, so we can't really get any words from the officials. Risky inlet pass there from Witt to Baker, who manages to come up with it and get it over to Vick. Back down inside to Baker. But with the turnout jumper and convert for 2, Landon Baker with his first 2 points of the night. And the Firebird lead is back to 5 as the final seconds are winding down here in the first period. As Javon Bullock hits his 6th point of the night. Vick pulls up for 3. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded. That's rebounded by Rogers. And it looks like Zyshawn White will pick up his first foul of the night. Long three-point shot, partially blocked, rebounded, put back up, and a score at the buzzer from Josh Barnett will close the gap to 1, as at the end of the first period, the Firebirds lead 15-14 over the JF Webb Warriors. And we'll be back with the beginning of the second period in just a moment. This is the Tar River Sports Network. So as we get back to start the second quarter here, we'll remind everybody tonight's game is also brought to you by Baker Professional Services. And the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. Of course, Dan Baker, a longtime supporter of Firebird Athletics and the Tar River Sports Network. Like a foul is going to be called, and I believe that was against Josh Barnett of the Warriors. Be Southern Nash ball on the baseline. The 5 starters are back in the game. Jordan Vick, Vaughn Witt, TJ Tabron, Brock Alford, and Landon Baker. Vick will slash through the lane. Going to draw a foul once again on Josh Barnett. And that'll send the sophomore Jordan Vick to the line to shoot 2. Of course, interestingly enough, of the 5 starters and 5 players on the floor, there is only one senior in TJ Tabron. And Vick unable to convert on either free throw as he missed on the first and the second one. Actually hit the top of the backboard and was whistled dead. So the score remains 15-14. Southern Nash in the lead. As that's going to be turned over, picked up by Tabron. Nearly thrown away. Nice save by Vick. 3-point attempt by Brock Alford. Off the mark, rebounded by the Warriors. Inlet pass for the fast break and stripped by Vaughn Witt. So good hustle back by the Firebirds. Stops an easy score in transition for the Warriors. It will be Warrior basketball on their own baseline. And the travel is going to be called, so another Warrior turnover. And Tabron works his way down in the paint. Can't get it to fall. And another travel is going to be called against the Warriors. And back-to-back turnovers in back-to-back possessions. So neither team really able to get anything going offensively. That was close to a goaltend. No call there. However, on the rebound, Baker is going to be called for the over-the-back foul. And that'll give Warriors the basketball under the Southern Nash goal. Full court pressure here was set up, but apparently that will put the Warriors into the bonus, as I have done a poor job of keeping up with fouls. And that's going to be off the mark. And no good on either of the free throws. It's going to be off the Warriors. It'll be Firebird basketball. Vaughn Witt will bring things up. And he'll look to drive through the basket on the nice carryover. He'll draw a foul. And they're going to say that was a shooting foul. So Vaughn Witt to the line for 2 free throws here. And the first point of the second quarter for either team. And Witt converts for both. Now has 4 points in the game. And the Firebirds lead 17-14. Take away by Witt, and the nice hustle. Tabron unable to convert. And it'll be Warrior basketball on the rebound. Full court pressure here. Taken away by Baker. He'll find Tabron. Back to Baker. Will drive the basket. He'll have his shot blocked. He goes to the floor. No foul called. Vaughn Witt hustles back. A lot of speed there being shown by the sophomore to hustle back and deflect that. What should have been an easy layup for the Warriors. So the long inlet pass. Firebirds now in what appears to be a 2-1-2 zone. And the nice baseline feed to Javon Bullock for his 8th point of the night. As the lead back to 1 for the Firebirds. Vick will take it all the way, has it blocked from behind. No foul called. Looks like he wanted that. And they're going to say it's off the Firebirds, and the ball will belong to the Warriors. Once again, full court pressure. I take that back. It looks like a 1-2-2 zone. As Bullock got in trouble and threw it off of Witt. And Witt with a steal. Got an open lane to the basket. That's going to be a goaltending call, should be, for slapping the backboard. Foul's going to be called on Bullock. They did not count the basket. That'll send Vaughn Witt back to the line for 2 free throws. And 1 out of 2 for Witt will take the Firebird lead back to 2. Now 18-16. And a steal by Vick. Will feed it all the way to Tabron for the alley-oop with 5 minutes remaining in the half. Another steal by the Firebirds. Witt will come away, but he finds Trey Mitchell, who will lay it in. And just like that, the Firebirds pull ahead by 6. And timeout is called by the Warriors to try to slow things down. So a fantastic offensive play after the steal by Vick to toss the oop over to T.J. Tabron. Only to have Trey Mitchell follow with a steal and a score of his own. And the Firebirds now lead 22-16 with 4:55 remaining in the half. Once again, tonight's game is sponsored by Vandermark Sod Farms. Contact Vandermark Farms at 252-437-1501 for all your natural grass needs. Of course, the Baker Professional Services scoreboard got lit up quickly after a big lull in the second quarter. Basically looking at 3 free throws and 1 field goal. Firebirds with the 3 free throws and 1 field goal by the Warriors. That quickly changed as that explosion occurred. So definitely a momentum changer. Won't say it was a shift because there really was no momentum in either direction. So probably a pretty smart timeout called by head coach Alex Tharp of the JF Webb Warriors. Full court pressure continues from the Firebirds. As they do find the baseline, unable to convert. And a block by Landon Baker, only to step out and get the blocking foul on trying to go for the loose ball. So with both teams in the bonus, that'll send Elijah Rogers to the line for 1 and 1. He's 2 for 2 tonight from the free throw line. And he'll convert on his 3rd attempt. And that one will rattle out as the Firebirds lead cut to 5. And Tabron is going to be called for the walk as he changed over. That's going to be argued by head coach Robbie Kennedy. But to no avail as it'll be Warrior basketball. So the full court pressure pays off as it's another Firebird takeaway. And Vaughn Witt will take it all the way to the basket. He's going to draw the foul, and he'll go back to the line for 2 more free throws. First attempt good. That makes Vaughn Witt so far 4 for 5 from the free throw line. And he'll sink the second one, and with that, the Firebirds pull ahead by 7. Kennedy will shrink that full court zone back to a half court, and the takeaway by Tabron. And another throwdown by T.J. Tabron. And another explosive offensive play by T.J. Tabron. And I'm sorry, I'm just taken aback to when I coached TJ in Little League, and I don't think he could jump up and touch the bottom of the net. And that was at about 12 years old. It's obvious growth spurt and some development by the senior Tabron into the route in path to what you see on the floor today. Very impressive. And Bullock with a dunk of his own cuts the Firebird lead back to 7. Vic attempts a reverse layup that won't go down. Rebounded by the Warriors, and a wild shot down the floor. And Vaughn Witt will pick up a foul as Elijah Rogers and Rogers will convert on his second free throw. Mitchell again, uncontested. Well, whistle is going to be blown. A foul will be called before the shot. Could not pick up who that foul was called on, but Vaughn Witt will go back to the line for free throws. He'll miss on the first. And Witt makes good on the second. And the Firebird lead back to 7. 3:22 remaining in the half. And Vic with a block shot on Bullock. Witt will come away with it. And a foul is going to be called on Bullock. And with the double bonus now in play, Vaughn Witt will be back to the free throw line. And Witt will hit on his first. And Witt will connect on both. On his 8th free throw of the night. 10 points total for Vaughn Witt. Ball momentarily tipped away, but then taken away by Vic, who's going to take it all the way. And another dunk from Jordan Vic. And another mishandle by Rogers. Kahari Caudle will come away with it. He finds Vaughn Witt. Try to force it into Tabron. The pass will be picked off by Bullock. Only be taken away again. And a quick timeout called by head coach Robbie Kennedy as he sees Vic on the floor. I think he may have just cost the Firebirds a basket with that quick timeout. However, it will be Firebird basketball as they now have extended their lead to 11. It's 31-20 with 2:36 remaining in the half here in Stanhope. As the Firebirds have forced a very fast-paced game and actually forced a lot of sloppy play by the Warriors and capitalizing on several turnovers through that full-court press. Be Firebird basketball on the baseline. Fed into Tabron, who'll dish it out to Witt. And Witt with the 12-footer. Won't get it to go. Rebounded by Tabron. He finds Vick over in the corner for three. That's off the mark. Rebounded by White. He'll take it back up. That's going to come out of the rim and rebounded by Bullock for the Warriors. And it'll be JF Webb basketball. 3-point attempt from the corner. And that's going to count from Jerma Johnson on his first three-pointer of the night. And Coach Kennedy has gone small here. Vick will pull up for the three, and it's going to be short. Firebirds lead by 8, 1:45 remaining in the half. This three-point attempt will be way off the mark. Loose ball picked up by Bullock. Will take it down for 2. And his 12th point of the night. And that pass will be picked off and taken all the way by Jason Savoy. But he's going to be called for the charge, no basket, and it'll be Firebird basketball with 1:19 remaining in the half and a 6-point lead. Cahaldo with the turnout jumper, partially blocked. And apparently the officials are going to say it was not blocked. And out of bounds on the shot, it'll be Warrior basketball. The full court zone continues. As Jerma Johnson able to convert for 2 and get around that press. One of the few times the Warriors have been able to do that. Vaughn Whip showing the ball handling capabilities. And Vick, who threw the pass to where Kahari Caudle was, but he wasn't there anymore, and that's out of bounds off the Firebirds on a turnover. So with 30.3 seconds, it'll be Warrior basketball as they have cut the lead to 4. And this pass will be picked off. Loose ball. Tabor will come up with it. He'll find Jordan Vick for the easy lay-in and the 2 and transition after the steal. And Bullock will slash through the defenders. And that'll bring us to half as the Firebirds lead the Warriors 33-29 here in Stanhope in a wild and frenzy of play here to close things out in the first half. Once again, this is the Tar River Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Vandermark Sod Farms. Vandermark Sod Farms is a year-round farm family natural grass operation serving central and eastern North Carolina. Vandermark's mission has always been to be a premier provider of natural grass and sod products to the landscape industry, athletic fields, and commercial development. They grow, harvest, and deliver 6 types of natural grass. Contact Vandermark Farms at 252-437-1501 for all your natural grass needs today. And, of course, once again, up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard, the Firebirds go into the half leading by 4, 33-29 over the visiting JF Webb Warriors. And we'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes. Okay, sorry about that, folks. Got a little sidetracked at halftime. But we're back to start the second half. Lead now 3 for the Firebirds, 35-32. And TJ Tabern with a nice lay-in. As the full court pressure continues by the Firebirds, very effective thus far. Lead now 5. And a nice baseline move by Cameron Wilkerson for the 2 points. Tabern for the long 3 is off the mark, rebounded by Johnson. Lead back to 3 for the Firebirds. Well, like that might have been partially blocked. Tapped away by Bullock. Very close to an over-the-back call on Baker, or going over Baker's back. And it's Firebird basketball. Baker with a nice inside move, and he's going to be called for the charge. Tough call there by the official. As Kennedy will argue that call. And the pressure works again as Vaughn Witt comes away with it. And a nice lay-in by Vaughn Witt. And that's going to be thrown away. I believe senior Zy White got away with a slick one there. He deflected that. And the official from across the court will reverse the call and say to take it away from the official standing right there to say that it is Warrior basketball. And Bullock will penetrate down low. And the lead back to 3 for the Firebirds. And they're going to see Tabern step on the baseline. So a turnover by the Firebirds. 4:53 remaining in the third. Firebirds still lead by 3. And Cameron Wilkerson will lose the handle, and it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it was tipped away by the Firebirds. So the Warriors will have the ball on their own baseline. Firebirds now in a man-to-man defense. And Zyshawn White will be called for the foul. That'll send Bullock to the line to shoot 2. Bullock tried to take advantage of a little size mismatch down in the paint. And Bullock will miss on the second free throw attempt, but the lead has been cut to 2. Tabern on the turnaround jumper won't fall, rebounded by Bullock. And Malik Owens will drive all the way to the basket to tie things up at 39. And German Johnson will pick up the foul. And it'll be Firebird basketball on the sidelines. So Witt tries to force it into Trey Mitchell. It's taken away. And all the way down, missed shot, rebounded by White. He'll go to lead pass to Vick, who'll lose the handle. Picked up, another loose ball picked up by Mitchell, who missed on the shot. And Kobe Jones will take it all the way and draw the foul. As J.F. Webb has taken their first lead of the night, 41-39 here in the third quarter. With a free throw upcoming on a possible three-point play by Kobe Jones. And that's off the mark, rebounded by White. As Vick, nice move, will take the baseline. And a late call on the block. And that's going to be on Bullock. I believe that is his third foul. And that'll send the sophomore Jordan Vick to the line to shoot two. And that one will rim out for Vick. And the second one goes through, and that'll cut the Warrior lead to 1 with 3:13 remaining in the third period. And Bullock with a turnaround hook will now take the Warriors to their biggest lead tonight at 3, only to have Jordan Vick take the other end and cut the lead back to 1. Now 43-42, 2:44 remaining in the third period. As left all alone under the basket is Josh Barnett. And a risky cross-court pass is intercepted and taken all the way, and it's going to be no basket as a charge will be called against Cameron Wilkerson. As Vick will go to take the move to the baseline and draw a foul against Kobe Jones. Foul be on the floor, and it'll be Firebird basketball on their own baseline. And a quick touch foul is going to be called against Elijah Rogers. That's 3 fouls on Roger. Still no bonus. The next one will be Vic for 3. That's off the mark, rebounded by Bullock. Three-point attempt is good by Elijah Rogers on the long 3. And the Warriors now with their largest lead of the evening, 48-42 over the Firebirds. And Vic again to the baseline. He'll get that one to roll on the floater. Lead now 4 for the Warriors. Nearly picked off by Copeland. And with the trap being applied, timeout is called from the JF Webb bench with 52.5 seconds remaining in the third period. And the Warriors leading 48-44 up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. Once again, tonight's game is brought to you by Vandermark Sod Farm. For all your natural grass needs, contact Vandermark Farms at 252-437-1501. So as play resumes, it will be Warrior basketball on their own baseline. 52.5 seconds remaining in the third period up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. A 2-on-2 zone here by the Firebirds. Rogers with another long 3. Rebound taken away. Still Warrior basketball. Rogers again has it taken away by Copeland, only to throw it away to Bullock for a quick lay-in. And back to a 6-point lead for the Warriors. And Trey Mitchell will lose the handle. Tabor will pick it back up on the loose ball. And a foul will be called on Jason Savoy. And that'll be 3 fouls on Savoy. And once again, with that foul, Southern Nash is in the bonus. So Tabor will go to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. And Tabor converts on both and cuts the lead to 4 now. 50-46, Firebirds trail the Warriors. As Bullock will slash into the paint, the ball is loose, and the time will expire in the third period before any shot is put up. And with that, the Warriors close out the first quarter with a lead, but their first quarter of the night with a lead, 50-46 over the Firebirds. Up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard, we're reset for the final 8 minutes of the fourth quarter of play, and we'll get that underway in just a moment. Once again, this is the Tar River Sports Network, and I'm Brent Cohn. We'll be right back. And we're set for the final quarter of play as possession will belong to the Firebirds to begin the final period. Firebirds trailing by 4 have got to find a way to convert on some offense. A lot of missed opportunities in the third. And Jordan Vick takes it right to the hole to start things off for the Firebirds. And a heavy pass thrown through the hands of Kobe Jones, and a turnover now gives the Firebirds an opportunity to possibly tie things up or even take the lead with a three-pointer. 7:40 remaining in the game. And Witt will take the baseline, the floater, off the back of the rim. And that's going to be off Baker on the rebound attempt. It'll be Warrior basketball. Oh, the quick crossover by Bullock and the conversion. And the Warrior lead is back to 4, 52-48. And a block foul will be called on Jason Savoy. And that'll be 4 fouls on Savoy. And he'll step out of the game with 7:07 remaining in play. And Tabron will go to the line for another 1-and-1 opportunity. First one's going to be off the rim and rebounded by Bullock. Three-point shot overthrown and taken away by Jordan Vick. He'll take it all the way to the hole, and Jordan Vick for 2 now cuts the lead to 2. And Vick with a nice rebound as the shot rolled over the back of the rim. And Vick again will take it all the way, unable to convert this time. Rebounded by Tabron, who's on the floor. And a quick play by Coach Robbie Kennedy to call timeout while Tabron is on the floor with possession of the basketball. So 6:20 remains in the game. The Firebirds trail by 2. They will have possession of the basketball when play resumes. As Miss Kennedy comes down out of the stands to attend to TJ Tabron, who appeared to have maybe hurt his ankle. And Miss Kennedy actually appeared like she needed a trainer as she came out of the stands. Guess sitting in the stands too long can cause a little achiness in some of our older patrons. And she's probably going to kill me when she hears this. Witt at the baseline to take the ball out. He'll find Jordan Vick on the inbounds pass. And Vick for 3. Count it. And the Firebirds retake the lead. And it looks like an inadvertent finger to the side of Javon Bullock's head. Is going to be a foul called on Leo Jones. Long three off the mark, rebounded by Tabron, who will lose the handle out of bounds. And the ball will belong to the Warriors on their own baseline with 5:38 remaining in the game, trailing by 1 to the Firebirds. And Bullock goes way high to get that rebound. And with the stutter step, brings T.J. Tabron down over his back. So Javon Bullock taking a beating down in the paint. He has definitely been the workhorse for the Warriors tonight. He's back on the free throw line with a two-shot attempt. Will not convert on the first. The second opportunity upcoming with the chance to tie it up. And that's going to be off the mark and rebounded by Tabron. Will push it down the court. He's going to take that all the way coast to coast. T.J. Tabron for 2. Firebird lead back to 3 as we pass the 5-minute mark remaining in the game. And good straight-up defense by Landon Baker will create a turnover as the Warriors leave it off their fingertips. And Vic for 3. It's off the mark. Rebounded by the Warriors. Rogers for 3. Long rebound. Controlled by the Warriors and then thrown away on a bad cross-court pass. And it'll be Southern Nash basketball with 4:35 remaining and a 3-point lead. Oh, the quick pass back, intercepted, and then taken all the way down the court by Cameron Wilkerson for an easy 2. And the Firebird lead is now cut to 1. Jordan Vick splits the defenders, unable to convert. Still coming away with a loose ball. Foul finally called underneath. And Jordan Vick will go to the line. Elijah Rogers called for the foul. That'll be his 4th. As Vick converts on the first of 2 free throw attempts. And he makes good on both to extend the Firebird lead back to 3 with 3:55 now remaining in the game. And taken away by Vick. And he'll take it all the way down and draw another foul. This one's going to be against Kobe Jones. And that'll be 3 fouls on Jones. And Vick once again will make a trip to the free throw line. And that one's going to be off the front of the rim. And Vick will convert on the second. Firebird lead now to 4. Long three-point attempt off the mark, rebounded, lost by Bullock. They're going to say he was fouled by Leo Jones. That's going to be 2 fouls on Leo Jones. So the next foul, the Warriors will be shooting 1-on-1. Blocked by Jordan Vick. And out of bounds, the ball will still belong to the Warriors. Nearly a backcourt violation, but timeout called by the Warriors with 3:22 remaining in the game. Firebirds with a 4-point lead, 58-44, up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. Once again, tonight's game is brought to you by Vandermark Sod Farms. They're a year-round family natural grass operation serving central and eastern North Carolina. Vandermark's mission has always been to be a premier provider of natural grass and sod products to the landscape industry, athletic fields, and commercial developments. They grow, harvest, and deliver 6 different types of natural grass. Contact Vandermark Farms at 252-437-1501 for your natural grass needs today. So a full timeout called by the Warriors and Coach Alex Tharp. So as the Firebirds return to the floor, it'll be Witt, Jones, Vick, Tabron, and Baker. The lineup here for the Firebirds. Firebirds still in that 2-1-2 zone. So the long three after what looked to be some serious shot selection. The three-point attempt no good. Blocked by Landon Baker and taken away. Great defensive play by Baker. And even after the steal, that ball will hit the baseline, and it's going to belong to Southern Nash. And Vick with the crossover will take it all the way through the lane and draws the contact. And that's going to be against Cameron Wilkerson. And that's 5 fouls. And Cameron Wilkerson has been disqualified from the basketball game. Elijah Rogers will check back in, and he himself has 4 fouls, along with Jason Savoy with 4 fouls. And Vick will convert on the first free throw. As well as the second. And the Firebird lead goes to 6. With 2:32 remaining in the game, timeout on the court. This is the Tar River Sports Network. I'm Brent Cohn, and we'll be right back. And we are back to get things underway as we approach the final 2 minutes of the game. Firebirds with a 6-point lead as they await the Warriors' return to the court after the timeout. It'll be Warrior basketball as the count has started. It's nearly thrown away. Bullock up high. I got to think that's not where you want him. Tipped and taken away by Baker. And Von Witt misses the easy layup. It's like he may have pulled a hamstring muscle on the layup attempt. And Von Witt will take a seat. Foul called on Von Witt as he wrapped up Jason Savoy, and that'll send Jason Savoy to the line for the 1-and-1 opportunity. And Savoy will miss on the first one, but on the second one, excuse me, but with the first made, the Firebird lead now to 5 as Copeland has checked in for Witt. So they're going to call a foul on the floor as Jordan Vick made his move to the basket. And Jason Savoy will be the next Warrior to be disqualified from the game as he has picked up his 5th foul with 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining in the game. Jordan Vick goes back to the line. Now in the double bonus, he'll have 2 attempts. And he'll convert on both, and the Firebird lead goes back to 7, 62-55. As the pressure continues from the Firebirds. Long 3 by Rogers off the mark. Tipped out of bounds by Jordan Vick. It'll be Warrior basketball. And that'll be a tied ball. The quick heads-up play by Baker. Possession will belong to the Warriors with 1.5 minutes left to play in the game in regulation. And Rogers will lose the pass out of bounds. They'll say it was tipped by the Firebirds. So it will remain Warrior basketball. Long 3 blocked by Jordan Vick, picked up by Landon Baker. Thrown away. And a late foul called. A very late foul called. And that's going to be 5 fouls on Baker as he is disqualified from the game with 1:12 left in regulation. The first Firebird to do so, but that was really a late call. I believe it was an obvious foul, but the shot was put up, and Jones had actually got back to the floor and got his own rebound before the foul was even called. Nonetheless, that's 5 on Baker. He's out. Jones will convert on his first of 2 free throws. Firebird lead now 6, 62-56. up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. Second shot off and rebounded by Tabron. A foul is going to be called on the rebound. And that's on Josh Barnett, his third foul. And once again, Southern Nash in the double bonus. TJ Tabron will have 2 free throws upcoming. As he drains the first one. And Tabron converts on both free throws as the Firebirds now with an 8-point lead as we pass approach the 1 minute mark remaining in the game. They're going to say that was last tip by the Firebirds. It'll be Warrior basketball. 1:02 remaining up on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. Rogers from the corner for 3. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Jones, but he's going to step on the baseline, and it'll be Southern Nash basketball with 47.9 seconds remaining and an 8-point lead. Jordan Vick will have it taken away from behind. Sloppy play and a loose ball picked up by Trey Mitchell as Vick will play keep away, and he'll be fouled by Bullock with 36.1 seconds remaining. And that's now 4 fouls on Javon Bullock, who has definitely been the workhorse carrying the load tonight for the Warriors. And Vick converts again with another free throw upcoming. And Coach Kennedy will clear the lane and move all of the Firebirds back on defense to protect this lead, which is now 10 points with 35 seconds remaining. And Kobe Jones for 2 will cut the lead to 8. 19 seconds, 19.3 to be exact, as they have now fouled TJ Tabron to go back to the line. And I got to tell you, as long as the ball is in the hands of Tabron and Vick, they have been pretty accurate from the free throw line tonight, as the Warriors will burn their timeout. I guess trying to freeze Tabron on the free throw line. So with 19.3 seconds remaining on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard, the Firebirds lead 66-58. And what appears to be, unless there's a big shift of events, the Firebirds should improve their record to an overall of 10-2. As tomorrow night, conference play will continue in a much-anticipated matchup that was delayed from last week, as the Griffons of Rocky Mount Senior High travel across county to Stanhope to face the Firebirds. And what should be a very exciting matchup. And once again, the Tar River Sports Network will be here live tomorrow evening, and hopefully nobody unplugs in their cell phone or unplugs the spotlight or something like that and messes things up. As Tabron, I guess I jinxed Tabron as he misses on the first attempt. But once again, we will be live tomorrow night as Southern Nash hosts the Griffons, and Tabron will miss on both. And a tie ball. And possession will belong to the Firebirds with 14.7 seconds remaining. And the Warriors have moved away from fouling. And it looks like Southern Nash will likely dribble the clock out. And that's what they'll do as time expires on the Baker Professional Services scoreboard. The Firebirds pull off the victory here at home, 66-58 over the J.H. Webb Warriors. Once again, tonight's game brought to you by Vandermark Sod Farms. This is the Tar River Sports Network, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the Rocky Mount Southern Nash game. This is Brent Cone. I'm out.